Hello everybody and welcome to What About the Game. Today I'm going to be talking about Human Resource Machine on the Wii U eShop from Tomorrow Corporation. So this is a game that I was very wary about reviewing. From the little things that I had heard and read about it, I knew it was going to be a really tough game for me to play. It's basically a puzzle game that's heavily publicized to be about coding, which is something that I've never done before. I mean, if I'd never actually read about the coding thing, I probably wouldn't have noticed. To me, it's just this brain-bustingly difficult puzzle game. So you're working in a sorting office, and each level has one puzzle where you have to take things from the inbox on the left to the outbox on the right. Which things that you actually take depends on the specification. To do this, you're given like a list of commands that you can write in a line of code. And at first, you're given like very basic things like inbox to outbox. After a few levels, you're given even more commands as the conditions get increasingly more complex. You can place items on the floor to pick up later, you can add things, you can subtract, you can loop the code with a jump function or skip code, and there's actually plenty of math problems to be going on with, which immediately gives me a headache. I think there were about 40 levels, and at around the halfway point I ran into some serious difficulty. It took me a long time just to work out even one puzzle. And that's the main problem really for this game. As much as I like a good puzzle game, this one's pretty inaccessible for the commoner, or stupid people like me really. It's very well made, but it only has like a certain audience. Those who have experience with this kind of thing, or those who really like to be stumped for an hour. I mean, it's good that it instantly lets you check your progress and easily fix things or change things in your code, like lots of trial and error, but even that didn't alleviate the feeling of just constantly walking into a wall. Don't get me wrong, when I finally succeeded at one of them, the feeling was glorious, even though sometimes I felt it was a bit too fussy with the requirements, because even at times, even though I did exactly what it asked of me, it rejected it, basically saying, actually you're not supposed to do it that way. Which I guess makes it more realistic in the fact that, I succeeded by a total fluke rather than my code actually being infallible. For those who are actually good at the game, there's 2 extra goals to achieve for most of the levels. These challenge you to make your code as efficient as possible, giving you a target of how few commands you should use and how many moves you should do the level in. I somehow managed to achieve this a couple of times, but even when I didn't, I had no plans to go back and try to polish my code a bit more because, it was already too much for me. The game is very visually appealing, as you can see, for what is, essentially a simple concept. I'd describe it as like a cute, grim style. It has a lot of charm. Everybody is really ugly, but kind of cute at the same time. I wish there was more variety in the environments though. Sure, the office looks a little different over time, but I would have liked it if if there were some completely different environments. Overall, Human Resource Machine is very clever and very well made game. It's just seriously not for everyone. It's not for me personally because I'm an idiot and I've never done any of this sort of thing before in my life. It has quite a specific audience, if by looking at this or reading my review, if you can get a sense of what is actually going on, then maybe you should give it a try. Okay guys, if you've enjoyed this video, then please like and subscribe, it'll really help me out. There's plenty more to come from me, especially over Christmas and New Year. Don't forget to check out the full review at whataboutthegame.com and keep up to date with the channel by following me on Facebook and Twitter. The links are below. Thanks guys, bye bye.